Kaboom. Kaboom, people. What just happened? OMG. We got to connect Facebook and then we're getting this rolling. Oh my goodness. Your Denver Broncos have upset the world champs. Welcome in, everybody. It's the gut reaction episode, victorious gut reaction episode, the Mile High Huddle podcast. I'm your host, Chad Jensen. With me, my fellow football priest. You know him, you love him, Zack Kelberman. Zack, let's be honest, the halftime stream, there was a lot of gloom and glum, right? Didn't look so good. But OMG, did the Broncos turn it on in the fourth quarter, upsetting the Eagles? Sean Payton's fateful 2-point try makes it so that a field goal can avail the Eagles not. Dude, the Broncos are 3-2, signature victory. Your gut reaction.
Big versions of these, Chad. Big cojones, big cashews, man. Anyone who saw Major League knows that reference. Got to give Sean Payton. He had the guts to go for that 2-point conversion, and it won him the freaking game. Bo Nix turns it on in the fourth quarter after looking really, really poor in the first half, and that comes from a Bo Nix truther. The entire team turns it on the second half. This is a statement win for Sean Payton, a signature win for Sean Payton, and no more can we hear that the Broncos can't be good teams. The Broncos are a good team now, Chad.
We will know. We will not go quietly into that good night. We will not go down without a fight. The president,
right,
dude, from Independence Day. Let's go. Let's get your reactions, guys. Jordan Mall, a dear member and a super. We closed the game against a great team. Super proud of our team today. I know, man. Like, I was just waiting for that grenade to blow up on us at the end there, and it did not. The Broncos held on. Duchess from the top row.
Michaela Bomb.
Michaela Bomb, love it. She says, I thought all week we were going to win. When we were trailing by 14 points, I was really doubting myself. When we were, exactly. What a game. What a game. And by the way, just like I said on last week, all right, Zach and I both picked against the Broncos, not because we didn't want them to win, but because we needed to see it first. Give us something to believe in. And once again, as I said I would be last week, never have I been happier, Zach, to be wrong.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, I got to give the Broncos a lot of credit. It didn't look good. We were both looking correct, Chad, after that first half on the halftime stream. Michaela, we talked about it. Many people predicted a blowout akin to the Ravens or Bills games from last season. We both didn't think that would happen. The Broncos kept it close. And what do we both say, Chad? The defense is doing their part. The offense just has to do a little bit more to help them out, and they can pull this upset off. And the offense did just that in the fourth quarter. Thank you so much again, Michaela.
I'm so proud of this team. I just can't say it. I can't say it enough how proud I am of this team. And we don't know the limits that a win like this, how it can feed a team's confidence and belief in itself. Unbelievable. MBLEX gifting 5 YouTube memberships in the chat. Thank you, brother. A dear member and a legend already. Appreciate you, big dog. And I'm sure those 5 souls do as well. Ted Wunderlich, brother, he says, I don't even know what to say. My hands are shaking right now. Let's go. This is what learning to win close is, against the best opponent possible, no less. MHH for life. Let's head to London. Exactly. This wasn't just like, oh, you hang on in just any game. I mean, every regular season game matters, right? But this was not only Zach undefeated, Philadelphia Eagles, world champion, undefeated Eagles, the Broncos. And remember, this is pretty close to, not quite the same team that utterly decimated the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. The Broncos just sent a big message, Zach, in the AFC West.
Yeah, again, they didn't just prove that they can hang with the good teams. They prove now that they are one of the good teams. And there's a lot to clean up still. Don't get me wrong, Chad. A lot of penalties on untimely Bo Nix misses and also drop passes, little things like that on offense. But when they all put it together, we said it last week after the Bengals game, when it all comes together, when we catch those glimpses, it is a beautiful product to watch.
Taylor Christensen, big dog, much love and respect. Thanks you for
Taylor.
the super. Great win, he says. Struggled early, but a win is a win. Moss is a concern. Why is AS on SBY?
Alex Singleton on Saquon Barkley,
Thank you.
Taylor, I have no idea. That's a Vance Joseph special, man.
I got too much like emotions going on in my head to interpret syntax. No offense to you, Taylor. I'm just saying, like, thank God I have my compliment here in Zach. But Bo got us back into the game. Bo lead for life on to London. Dude, Bo, at the end of the game, I love it. Sideline, pulling him aside, Wolfson, Bo, The last thing he says is "Go Broncos," and you gotta love that. You gotta love it. Riptide, great win. Tired of hearing people complain about Peyton's play calling. We had 3 or 4 drops today? Yes, indeed. Yeah, I mean, some drops, some off-target stuff by Knicks, some loosey-goosey stuff on defense, but when the chips were down, when it mattered most, Zach, the offense answered the bell in multiple times. The defense got the Eagles off the field, and the Broncos went down, got that extra field goal to turn it into a 4-point margin. Nick Bonito becomes the first player for the Broncos since Von Miller in 2014 to have 1.5 sacks in 3 straight games. It's just coming together. You got to love it.
Nick Bonito might be the most underpaid $120 million player in NFL history. He is worth every penny. Same with Zach Allen. Same with Patrick Surtain. And how about Jahdae Barron? Who cares, Chad? Making plays in the fourth quarter. The defense truly is the NFL's best. And again, when the offense turns it on, when Bo Nix looks like that franchise quarterback, they are a tough team to beat, and the Eagles couldn't even beat them today.
I'm still watching some of the replays there of that last play. I mean, I guess you could call it a Hail Mary, but William Shaw, brother, are you not entertained? Maximus, are you not entertained? Where's all that negativity now? I'm going to be unbearable this week. Sean and Bo got 4 middle fingers and lots of time for you. Excuse me while I run through Northern California with my Broncos flag. Yeah, dude, I love it. I love it, absolutely. Chris Hernandez jumping in, legendary, mythical Mount Rushmore superstar, a dear member, a dear friend, with his symbolic super chat on Gut Reactions. As you can see, the formula at the bottom here, 21 points times the number of wins. That's win number 3, 21 points. It's a $63 super chat. Dude, thank you.
Thank you, Chris.
Wow, what a comeback win. He says, I wasn't feeling that 2-point conversion call, but fortunately it worked out. See, that's one of those things, Zach, where we haven't seen a lot of them where Peyton makes the fateful call and it goes his way. And so when it goes your way, you look like the genius with balls that clank. When it doesn't, you're the GOAT, not the greatest of all time GOAT, but the other one, the scapegoat. Still seeing the same mistakes, penalties, play calls, drops. But if the Broncos can win despite that, then they can keep these wins going. Absolutely, Chris. Love you, buddy.
And they were clanking pretty damn loud today, Chad. Absolutely. You nailed it with that, man. When it works out, we all love them. When it doesn't, we hate them. But it worked out today. And I give Sean Payton a lot of credit. You have to ride the momentum. You have to trust your defense and trust your offense, in fact, to get in the end zone, dialed up a hell of a play call. That is what I want to see from the quarterbacking, the coaching, and the defense all in the fourth quarter going forward.
Chris, love you, buddy. Thank you so much. Yep. And still rocking the vintage OG profile pic. Don't ever change it, bro. Sentinel Supreme. You like that? You like that? Let's freaking crack and go, baby. I love it, dude. I love the exuberance, this feeling. It's one of the best feelings in sports, right? So savor it, Broncos country. Mile high till the day I die. A dear member and a superstar saying, let's go. That's what playing to win looks like. We just beat the Super Bowl champs in their house, by the way, guys. In their house. Let that sink in. He says, playing to win. Absolutely, Mile High. Ren, dude, where you been, big dog? Great to see you. Says, I had my doubts that we would win when we were down 17-3, but what a comeback win. Broncos for life. Ren, a legendary superstar. Ren, I want to invite you, big dog. Become a member on YouTube. We needs you.
Yeah, and I'll raise my hand too, as I'm sure you would, Chad, as well. You did on the halftime stream. We both didn't think too rosy of the first half. We had our apprehensions about the second half, Ren, but we did not think it'd be a blowout. And to the Broncos' credit, they kept it close, and they pulled it out.
I know the halftime stream, I can't remember now who said it, but they're like, this is going to be end up like a Baltimore game where they turn it on in the second half and we just get blown out. You and I were both like, no, I don't see that. But then, Zach, what happens? They come out and score on their first possession. We're like, oh. I was kind of like, we don't look. I wish we could hear what Sean Payton's saying right now. Maybe we can. Oh, we can. We can. We'll find that later, guys. BLD, what's up, brother? Thank you. Very generous super chat saying, yeah, baby. Nice comeback. BLD, become a member with us. Join the inner sanctum of MHH, my brother. Thank you for that generous super chat, though, big dog. Seriously. Alex Salazar, what's on his mind? He says, word of the day, elite. I love it, dude. I love it. William Shaw, whoa, it just did a jumperoo on me. Hold on. Let me go back here. Let Let me go back here. Hang tight. Here it is. You want to be the man? You got to beat the man. Woo! Yes, dude. Absolutely. Will Ferrell. Ashley Schaefer, BMW. Ashley Schaefer, BMW. Woo! You guys know what I'm talking about? Kenny Powers. What's it called? Eastbound and Down. Mailman Ossendorf. We saw him in the chat during the halftime stream. Here he is. Defense wins championships. Go Broncos. Some signature plays on Philly's Zach's second to last possession. The Nick Bonito sack. The Nick Bonito sack. And then on the last possession, I loved seeing, as you mentioned earlier, Jahdae Barron getting a hand on one. And that was on third down too, by the way.
The entire secondary responded. They put the clamps on the Eagles passing attack. Riley Moss rebounded. Patrick Surtain had I'll just stop talking. Thank you so much, Deanna. Whoa.
I just saw this. It's so hot and heavy tonight. And by the way, guys, Mr. Producer is not, he had something come up kind of last minute. So we might be a little clunky getting to everything. We don't always see everything like right perfectly on time. But Lady D with a max out super chat throwing down.
Thank you.
Off the top rope. Lady D. Thank you so much,
you, Deanna.
And listen up right now, Lady D. So we were going to do the jersey giveaway today, but we kind of need Mr. Producer for that. He sent me all the stuff to do it live, but with everything going on and stuff, we're going to do it tomorrow. But today, in fact, we're going to random give away a jersey. And tomorrow we're going to do the actual raffle. Today, you guys are going off. The Broncos just had the signature win of the Sean Payton and Bo Nix era. And we're going to love it all together, guys. We're going to throw down a jersey. Let's see what Lady D says. Hello, all. Super excited. We won. The Broncos did it. I'm so proud of our team. 18 points in the fourth quarter for the win. I knew we could do it. I'm so stoked. What a great way to win. Love to all. Go Broncos. All right, right now, Zach, it's not going to be random. All right, here we go. Jersey to Lady D, jersey to Michaela Parker. You ladies tonight, and that doesn't count tomorrow. This is separate from tomorrow, okay? You guys can decide if you want to hold on to them, if you guys want to bequeath them to somebody, because I know you have a lot of jerseys. I'm not saying that's what you should do. I'm just saying if you want to, you can just drop it in the chat who you want it to go to. If you want to hold on to it, just say holding on to it, and you guys know how to get a hold of me. You let me know what jersey it's going to be. Lady D, Michaela, jerseys. Let's go.
Very well deserved. Congratulations, guys. And thank you so much, as usual, Deanna. I don't even know what to say at this point. You literally made me speechless. I wanted to defer to you and your comment and your generosity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we cannot wait to see you soon at the meet and greet. We're 2 weeks away now, Chad. Came up super fast. Deanna, I'm stoked. Thank you again.
So awesome. I love you. Appreciate you, Lady D. And it's going to be so fun at the meet and greet to hang out and celebrate. They're going from Philly across the pond. So when they come back, let's see. So that's going to be, so it's exactly 2 weeks from today, guys. Exactly 2 weeks. So it's coming fast. Can't wait. Okay, let's, Lady D, love you. Let's grab Orange Crush 87. That quote was a bastardization of the poet Dylan Thomas. I know. Trust. You're preaching to the choir. But when you're going to quote it, the common denominator people are going to recognize, of course, is Independence Day. Eric Holt, thank you for the super. And thank you, Orange Crush. Dude, being a member, legend. Eric Holt, in my Kirk Cousins voice. You like that? You like that? I love it, dude. Eric, become a member, big dog. Like this gentleman, Fox Family Breaks, throwing down a super, exuberance, elation, euphoria, the top of the mountain almost of being a fan right now. Nothing beats the Super Bowl, winning the Super Bowl, but still, there's a great feeling. He says, yes, absolutely love it. Let's see here. Ted, with his second super tonight, saying,
thank you, Ted.
Second super now that I've gathered myself. Remember, he's like, dude, I'm shaking. What is even going on? Trust, I'm right there with you, brother. So Sean is sneaky good against Philly, dating back to the Saints days. The Indianapolis loss is officially made up for after these last 2 weeks. 3-2 is where we needed to be. And now, Zach, the Broncos kind of hit the slightly, I don't want to call it easier stretch, but a less arduous stretch of their schedule. And can you say momentum?
Yeah, big time. They face the two New York teams back to back, the Jets and the Giants. They have the Cowboys that are playing good ball and the Texans that are playing good ball, but none of those teams chat are on the level of even the Chargers, I'll just venture to say, and especially not the Eagles. And if the Broncos showed what they can do today, what they proved today, like you said, momentum, that's going to carry them forward. They showed that they can take down an NFL superpower. So an inferior team, quote unquote, what's that to them?
Exactly. And you know what? The Texans, they figured it out last week, and then today they just went off against a brutalized Ravens team that is just like missing
Sure.
everybody that gets a paycheck. I don't buy the Texans yet. I mean, they have struggled so badly on offense. The team that is actually still continuing to shock me is the Indianapolis Colts, who just laid the slobber knocker on the Raiders 40-6 today, for what it's worth. Okay, real quick here, Zach, I'm gonna serve up a super here from Carter, and you grab this one because I gotta check something in the chat. Grab this from Carter, and Carter, become a member, big dog.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Carter. 999 super. He said it felt like a ticking time bomb the last 2 minutes, but we escaped, made my year. That's what I was thinking to myself, in fact. The Broncos snatched victory from the jaws of defeat twice this season. It seemed like the Eagles did that today, and the Broncos were the beneficiaries. It seemed like the Eagles melted down and the Broncos escaped with that big win. Regardless, though, Carter, I really love in these times seeing Broncos country so elated, so much exhilaration, so much happiness, so much joy. It really puts a smile on my face. Best fans in the country, man. You guys deserve it.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. Carter, thank you, big dog. And yeah, man, we're feeling good today. Chris Bell, a superstar, a member, saying, "Let's go." I don't have any fingernails left. I was gonna go to the game. Now I'm glad I didn't. Well, listen, that last possession, Zach, of the Eagles, I got to tell you, and I'm a glass half full kind of guy, but looking back on it, I can see that I was just kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop, the fateful mistake,
Right.
whatever it might be. Eagles sneak one in. I mean, that Hail Mary, I guess we'll still call it that, even though it wasn't super deep, did come, Zach, this close. I mean, it was like this, but fate was on the Broncos' side. And so I feel you. My point here, Chris, I feel you with the anxiety, a good anxiety.
Well, let's not forget also, was it Skinner who got away with a PI on the second to last play of the game?
True.
Although I think the Broncos deserved a makeup call, Chad, from this season, from the refereeing, and they got that today.
Including this game, and especially this game.
Right.
Tony Romo was making it a lot about the intentional grounding flag that was picked up, but there was a receiver in the vicinity. It doesn't matter if it appeared to you that Bo Nix was just throwing it. He could have just gone down. He stayed up. He fought for that extra spin because he knew there was a guy in his route tree probably lingering over there somewhere, and he chucked it. It was dangerous, but he chucked it. Colin, again, dude. Going off, dude. What's that guitar? PRS. Avela? What is that? You'll have to tell me, big dog. Colin. Was it Cullen that was asking how to become a member? I'm trying to remember when we were in the halftime stream.
You
might have
I don't know.
I can't. Oh, either way, dude. Thank you for being a member and a superstar. Jude, a member, a superstar, saying, "Woohoo! Great comeback win. Way to play a complete game. MHH for life. Hashtag state of being. Hashtag big win." That's right, guys. Broncos country. It's not a geographic location. We all know this. It is a state of being. David Youngkin, brother, I can admit I was wrong. Same here. And again, when I say we were wrong, it's not because we wanted the Broncos to lose. The MHH roundtable, you're supposed to, each staffer, not what you wish to be, but what do you feasibly see happening? And after going against the two really good teams that they faced so far and coming up short in the final seconds, going up against the juggernaut Eagles, even though they've kind of been a not super impressive 4-0 team so far this year, nevertheless, it was like, well, hey, man, they win this one, I'm going to start picking them in these kind of games. And they did. So like you, David, I can admit that I was wrong, and I'm damn glad to be.
Yeah, and I've said in my blurbs for the roundtable, I want the Broncos to prove it to me. Step one was beating a hapless Bengals team, but go out there and beat a really good team on the road in an early time slot in the Eagles. Now I'm a believer, Chad. I'm a believer on the Broncos.
Oh, fully. And I'm keeping an eye out to see what Lady D, you're getting a jersey. What do you want? Do you want to hold on to it? If so, which one? You want to give it away? If so, to whom? Also, Michaela, the Duchess, I'm looking for any comment. Zach, help me keep an eye on the chat for what they choose to do. And it doesn't have to be right now. You gals can hit me up on X, DM me later and whatnot. But here she is also, Lady D, gifting 10 MHH memberships to folks in the chat because she is just a legend. We love you, Lady D. Doc JC in the house, a member, a superstar, saying money win, boys. We are on to London. JK running, bow, throwing, and defense, balling out. I love our Broncos despite multiple F flags. I like that. Great job, Bonito. And by the way, today, as I mentioned, the milestone that was hit by Nick Bonito, becoming the first Broncos pass rusher to have 1.5 sacks at least in 3 straight games since Von Miller in 2014. Also today, J.K. Dobbins, by getting over 65 yards rushing, he finished with 79 on 20 carries. He has now the most rushing yards through the first 5 games of a season since 2006. So pretty cool for the Broncos, Zach.
It's got to be one of the best free agent signings this offseason in the entire league. Maybe the best free agent signing, 1 year for up to $4 million, something like that, Chad. Total steal, especially when you consider what the Broncos gave Melvin Gordon a few years ago. I wasn't the biggest Dobbins guy. I've come around. I'm a J.K. Dobbins guy.
I'm so stoked they signed him. Pardon me. And can you imagine if they hadn't? I mean, he's just that experience and that veteran leadership and that savviness, like I shudder to think what it would be if it was RJ Harvey being expected to be that guy. Not that he doesn't have the talent and the upside to be that guy, but they have needed that veteran swagger and impact that JK has had. Diamond Rattler made this legend, dude. Still one of my most prized possessions, brother. Great to see you. Says, here comes the boom. Ready or not. Payable on death. And the Broncos, they're living large. The death is a long, 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 long ways away. POD, let's go.
A long ways away describes the Broncos' next game against Fields and that hapless Jets team. The Broncos should pick up another dub if we're peeking ahead.
Gene, good to see you. Hope the Brace Girdle clan's doing well. He says, holy frickin' Broncos, a win in a win is a win. Ugly or not, let's go. Yeah, ugly or not, I don't care. To me, it was beautiful, guys. It was beautiful. The fourth quarter comportment, the fourth quarter clutch Gene coming out in the wash. Gotta love it. And even Pearl's getting in on the super chat action. Thank you so much, my friend. You're a legend yourself. A dear member. Like, she's been in the chat for as long as I can remember, and she's the best. She's the best. Isaiah, good to see you, buddy. Saying Sutton is a future Ring of Famer. What a game by 14. Hashtag MHH. Yes, indeed. And by the way, Isaiah, we need you. Become a member, brother. And, dude, especially late, Zach, those last couple of possessions where the Broncos not only needed points, but then needed to kill some clock. Sutton came up clutch for Bo Nix. He came, unfortunately, 1 yard shy of 100 yards. Sutton today, 8 catches, 99 yards, Zach.
This is why I don't understand, and thank you, Isaiah, the people that rag on Sutton for not being a, quote, wide receiver 1. He is the Broncos wide receiver 1. He is an underrated wide receiver 1 in the NFL. Doesn't get enough respect. Hopefully after today, he does. Great game.
By the way, Phil, on that same topic, got to admit, that was awesome, and Sutton came through. Amen, brother. Thank you, Tucson Phil. We got Tyrone Brooks, a dear member and a superstar with a generous super here, saying great win, play calling in the second half. I agree. The play calling kept that Philadelphia defense on its heels, man. Like from about the bottom of the third quarter on, Vic Fangio was reeling. Like if you're going, who won that head-to-head? Was it Vic Fangio, the defensive wizard, or Sean Payton, the offensive wizard? Payton comes out on top, Zach.
And we proved that Evan Ingram actually exists. The Broncos got their Joker involved. Yeah. He came off the milk carton and got into the end zone. That was fun to see.
Naj Altaf, the shot of life himself, in the house. What's good, brother? Thank you. So generous of you, by the way, bro. Can't wait to hang in 2 weeks. He says, heck yeah, brothers, finally closed out a game. What a gutsy call on the 2-point play. What a feeling. I loved it, dude. I mean, it brings back the Shanahan dude. It's 2008 Broncos Chargers. I think it was week 2. I love it, dude. Yeah, huge confidence. And like Tony Romo observed in game on the call, Zach, a tremendous call that he hadn't seen himself. I mean, this dude foresees every play before it happens. Like, in my opinion, hands down, best color guy on the face of the earth is Tony Romo, and Jim Nantz is the best play-by-play. Like, they are a tandem that cannot be touched. And even that, Zach, surprised Tony Romo.
Something about Sean Payton. Thank you so much again, Naj. You're right with the second half with how they performed. I've ragged on Payton a lot for his play calling. One thing I have noticed, though, when they get near the goal line, to the 5, the 10-yard line, he really pulls out and goes into his bag and pulls out a trick play or a masterful play that catches the defense off guard. So I agree with what Romo said there. I agree with what you said there. He responded in the second half.
We're going to be seeing Naj in 2 weeks, and we're going to be kicking it after the game with Naj in 2 weeks. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Zebo becomes a member, brother. I was trying to find you on X the other day, and I've lost you in the sea of people. So reach out to me. I know we're connected. I follow you. You follow me. But shoot me a DM to remind me what your handle is. Because the one thing I hate about Twitter is that, one of many things, but the one thing in this instance that bothers me is, unlike IG, unlike Facebook, you can't get in and search your members. You have to scroll. You can't just go in and go Zebo or like try and search. You have to scroll and find it. So anyway, thank you, bro, for becoming a member. Mile high till the day I die, jumping in again, saying we just broke into the bird cage, held the bird gang down, clipped those wings, went from Eagles to the Philadelphia Chickens, LOL. I mean, this guy is on fire, Zach, on fire.
Yeah, and next week up, we ground the New York Jets flight plan, Chad. We put a no-fly zone in effect for Fields and company. Thank you, Mile High, to the day I die.
Let's do some rapid fire here. Cam Cottle, dude, great to have you. Thank you for the super newer name that I recognize on Super Chat. So
wow,
welcome, big dog. Thank you. Says been following you guys since the Scout days. What? Love the show. Great, ugly win. Good teams find a way to win ugly and pretty and everywhere in between. Great points. But that's cool, dude. OG, that means you've been with us for over a decade, my friend. Over a decade. That's pretty cool, Zach.
Yeah, appreciate that, Cam, so much. Make yourself known. Let us know what else you think of the game. We'll be sure to scope it out.
Riptide again. When was the last 2 times we won a noon game? Well, last year, week 3 and 4 on the East Coast was the only kind of blip in the trend of the previous 10 years of Denver's struggles on early start East Coast games. We beat the Bucks. We beat the Jets. This one, add it to the list, Zach.
Yeah, historically, Riptide, that's what we talked about in the lead up to this game on the KK, on the preview, on Monday show. The Broncos historically did not play well in the early kickoff time slot, the 1 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Mountain. Also on the East Coast at Philadelphia, historically tough place to play for them. They pulled it out today. All credit to Sean Payton and company.
Jess, my brother, that was a team win. Let's freaking go. I know, dude. Become a member, Jess. We need you. Joe Anthony, a dear member, saying, I just finalized my tickets for the meet and greet this morning. Can't wait. Sick, brother. Can't wait. It's going to be so fun, dude. Dude, seriously, this year is going to be off the chain. Donovan Rios checking in. What's up, Donovan? Broncos pass rush was relentless against one of the best O-lines in the league. Nick Bonito for Defensive Player of the Year. Also, give Dobbins an extension. Great team win. Yes, and we're going to come back to the relentless pass rush here in just a second. Thank you, Donovan. Cody Dubb, Denver win, and Raiders get blown out. Humiliated by who? The Texans that could barely complete a pass. Commanders hopefully can get a win against the Chargers. Let's go, Denver. Is Daniels back, Zach?
Yeah, he's playing today.
Let's go. Let's go, Commanders. That's going to be a juicy matchup later this year, by the way. Bo versus Jaden. Shiloh, my brother, yes.
The absolute truth right here.
Lady D and the Duchess equal the GOATs. The greatest of all time MHH superstars. Yes, they have official bronze busts in the MHH Hall of Fame, no doubt about it. Right wing nut job. Brother, thank you for being here and for being a member and for the super chat. This is the first time I can remember hearing excitement in your voice. It's got me pumped. Let's go. Go Broncos. I don't know. That kind of bums me out if this is the first time, because you're a regular, bro. That kind of bums me out if it's the first time, Zach, people are hearing excitement in my voice, because I've been stoked, basically since Bo.
Chad, I've known you for about a decade now. I consider you a very close personal friend. You're also my podcast partner. I was thinking to myself when I hopped in the green room, you do sound very happy. You do sound excited. It makes me happy too, man. I really like seeing it come out.
Awesome. Well, glad to hear it. D-Dub, holy freaking smokes. Speaking of Mount Rushmore and Hall of Famers,
Thank you.
A off the top rope. It gets no higher than this. First Lady D, now D-Dub, our dear friend Dale. And by the way, Dale, is it in the cards this year for you in the meet and greet? Let's see what he says. Dale, dude, thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Says, much to work on, but a signature win. If we can come back and muscle out a win after all the missteps against not the freaking Raiders, we're talking the Super Bowl champs who thrive on ball possession. We have something to be proud of. The mental toughness it takes to win this type of game is now a validated part of our makeup in their house. Salute to the MHH. Deanna says, all in. Broncos for life, dude. Dale, love you, buddy. I hope we get to see you in 2 weeks, dude.
Yeah, that salute was for you, Dale. That was for Michaela, Deanna, each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for that level of generosity. It's not surprising, but it is heartwarming every single time. Thank you, my friend.
We're very blessed. I mean, I don't know what else to say. We are very blessed to have this community. And Dale, thank you so much, brother. Seriously. Let me know if you're going to make it, dude. Shoot me a text. Alfonso, brother, I'm calling 15-2 for the rest of the way. So he's saying undefeated from here on out, Zach.
I love the confidence and the optimism, the hopium that Broncos country's on after a big win. And you guys should be. I'm not going to bring you down. We'll see what happens. But fortunately, the Broncos, as you mentioned earlier, Chad, they're entering a little bit of an easier portion of the schedule now. And just keep playing their brand of football like we saw today. They're going to be just fine, Alfonso.
Miss 4J in the house. Thank you for the super chat, Big Dog. Become a member. Join the club. Saying experts and announcers hate the Broncos. All they're going to say is we won because of a no-call PI, PI on Barron, PI on PS2, and the offensive PI, come on. Let's go, Denver. Beat the champs and the refs. We got it, fam. As my part here is known to say, let them hate.
Yeah, I mean to cut you off. I'm sorry, Chad. I just that's the credo that we have to have, Mr. J, going forward. I don't really give a what the announcers think, what the media thinks, what Pro Football Focus thinks, what opposing fan bases think. I know what I saw, which is the Broncos came back and shocked the NFL world by taking down the reigning Super Bowl champions. That's all that matters.
We got Omar checking in, dude, with a very, very generous super chat. And he says, yes, still things to work on, but what a great long-awaited win for this team. A real identity-making win. I was so nervous at the end. I know, dude. I was right there with you, brother. Expecting something to go wrong. So happy. Let's get more. Go Broncos. Hashtag MHH for life, dude. Thank you, Omar. And Omar is one of the exemplars of our hashtag state of being, dude. Thank you so much for your support, my friend. Much love and respect.
And you're 100% spot on. This was a statement win, a signature win, an identity-making win, as you said there. But there is improvements the Broncos can make. The penalties have to be cut out. The offense can't be slow starting. But that's what's so encouraging, Chad. The Broncos had this huge victory today, and they weren't even playing their best ball for all 4 quarters. Imagine when they do.
When it all clicks, yeah, it's going to be dangerous, dude. Omar, brother, thank you so much.
Thank you, Omar.
And look, Missed 4J became an actual YouTube member. Legend. We got the Ronk checking in. So stoked for the Ronk, dude. What a comeback for the Denver Broncos. Mile high salute right back at you, buddy. Zebo, no more needs to be said. And remember, I just mentioned Omar, one of the great members of the hashtag state of being of Broncos country. Zebo, Jack is as well, down in Australia, who says no more needs to be said. This team is just awesome. Always worth starting my day at 3 a.m. Always a Bo Lever. Hashtag MHH for life. Dude, that's so cool. That's so cool. Can you imagine having to, in order to catch the game live, Zach, getting up at 3 a.m. or staying up, I mean, golly, that's commitment as a fan. We got it easy here in the States, dude. Thank you, Jack.
Yeah, I can imagine myself doing it, but I wouldn't like doing it. So I give you all the credit there, Jack. Yeah. Broncos country has the best fans in the world. I'm not too surprised.
William jumping in again, brother, saying, now that I'm calmer, JK worth the extension. Worth it. Extend that man. Yes, indeed, dude. The Broncos, just because of the wear and tear concerns on running backs, they'll wait on doing that, but he's quickly working his way into Sean Payton's heart. So if he can stay healthy, you'll see him come back. Flat Earth Trini, we haven't beaten the Birds in their house since 1985. Way to break the curse. MHH rocks. Go Broncos. Dude, how rad is that, Zach?
Really quickly, I was going through yesterday the history between the two teams. The last matchup was in 2021. Does anyone remember what that game was? That was the Teddy Bridgewater makes a business decision because Melvin Gordon fumbled game and Darius Slay brought it back. My, how a lot has changed in 4 years. How about that?
No doubt. No doubt. Flat Earth Trin, we haven't beaten the Birds. Dude, I just read that. Bro, thank you so much, Trin. Appreciate you, pal. Jordan Mall jumping in again, if I can click on it. Thank you, pal. Saying Dobbins was a huge pickup this offseason. Yeah, again, today Dobbins rushed 20 times. He was that workhorse, 79 yards. The Eagles played him tough, but he did some grinding in that second half. And so his average was a little bit lower than usual. Still 4 yards, though. Meanwhile, RJ only got 4 carries, but he picked up 12. Harvey also had 3 catches for 18 yards. And then Bo Nix scrambling 3 times for 22 yards. Mims had a 9-yard rush. Prentice had an 8-yard rush. So that accounts for the Broncos rushing attack today. A shout out to a couple new members like Ryan Carter, David Morgan. Guys, thank you for becoming members. The Duchess again off the top rope. I'm so shaking. I know. I mean, it's like Bricky Bobby. I don't know what to do with my hands. Right? It's like that, dude. I'm right there with you, Michaela. Thank you so much for the support.
And I love seeing it. I'm sure Chad does as well. Seeing you, Michaela, so happy and so overjoyed, literally, that you can't contain it, considering what you've been through as a Broncos fan. That goes for each and every one of you. You guys deserve this happiness.
Because we don't have Mr. Producer, I'm just taking a quick second here, Zach, and trying to star a few Facebook comments from key Facebook folks. And then we will do a round of just member comments and questions. So hang tight, everybody. And Michaela, let me know about the jersey. You're getting a jersey, you and Lady D. So you guys let me know what you want. George Fox on Facebook, what a great game. And we don't play good when we go east. Yep. This proves that we can now that cannot now be said. Pardon the syntax. Broncos for life, MHH for life. Amen to that, George. Josh, the Chaos Man, Boot Boy, taking the 60 bus. But he's saying not today. No 60 bus today. Bro and company pulled it off. That's right, dude. Love it. Love it. Great to see you, Josh. Hope you're doing well, big dog. David Morgan, who just became a member, saying, we are so happy to be part of the MHH. Go Broncos. Me and my son, Max, are over the moon. Dude, shout out to Max and David Morgan for becoming MHH members and part of the Inner Sanctum, dude. Welcome. We're stoked to have you guys.
That's what it's all about right there, David. You and your son making a lifelong memory, and we appreciate you sharing it with us on the podcast.
Absolutely, man. What a win. Proud Zennial, my homeboy, Ian, down in the desert. He says, I may be in the desert, but today,
today, Nick Sutton and the Broncos were ice cold.
Oh, exactly. I may be in the desert, but today, Nick Sutton and the Broncos were ice cold. # state of being Broncos country. I love it, dude. He sent me home with some rad stuff, including a sticker that says Broncos country or Arizona is Broncos country or whatever. Really cool to meet up with. He still got it in his profile pic when Bridge the Gap was in Phoenix this summer on tour. That was awesome, dude, to hang out with you, pal. And your daughter. You guys are cool. Made some lasting friendships. Chris Parr in the house from Melbourne, Australia. Dude, 2 check-ins already, Zach, from Australia. The Australia contingent of Broncos country. # state of being. Tough, gritty win. Go Broncos.
And I will take a tough, gritty win over the prettiest loss any day. It is infinitely better to win ugly in the NFL than to lose pretty. So appreciate that, Chris. Hope you're happy.
No moral victories today. Just victory. Just victory. Tyler Brooks took down the champs. Broncos country. We hear, no doubt. Tyler, become a member, brother. Thank you for the super chat donation. Luke Ellis, been with us a long time. Bro, thank you for the super. We need you as well as a member. He says, felt great to get this one. What a gutty win. One that shows a lot about the character and will of our team. One of the most memorable and confidence-inspiring wins in the last few years, right? Go Broncos. Oh, absolutely. I would say this one, I would say even though it was different quarterback regime, Zach,
Chiefs.
beating the Chiefs and
Yep.
snapping that streak
Yep.
finally in 2023, this is the signature win so far of Sean Payton, his time in Denver. And of course, the fact that it's with Bo Nix under center makes it all the more signature.
The Bucks win, like you mentioned a few minutes ago, that was pretty big. I think last year, the first Bo Nix victory, no one picked them. That was a winning team, the Bucks, and they look good in that game. But nothing, Luke, matches up to this. This is one of the biggest Broncos wins in the last decade, not just in the Bo Nix era.
No doubt. David Kilgore, an OG superstar, checking in to say we need to trade for a center and we need to trade for a cornerback too. Hey, man, Eric McCoy, he's out there. The New Orleans Saints, 2-time Pro Bowl center. Thomas Hall wrote up a phenomenal article on it last week. And if the New Orleans Saints start selling off assets, he's a guy I could see the Broncos possibly looking to. But they won today, Zach. They beat the Jackson Dart Giants 26-14 for what it's worth. But, yeah, the center is the weak spot on the O-line.
That's going to continue, and that's everyone agrees on, David. We appreciate you, the super, by the way. What everyone doesn't agree on really quickly, it's become very divisive, is Riley Moss, who was beat pretty hard in the first half. I think he pulled it together in the second half. The Broncos had more bracket coverage. There were some scheme issues, but Riley Moss was dusted by Devontae Smith. I'll speak for myself, still think he's one of the better cornerback twos in the NFL. He's only going to get better, in my opinion, and it's tough, man, playing opposite PS2. That we've learned.
Cullen jumping in again to say Dobbins must be extended. I think he will. Give it time if he can stay healthy, because what an asset he is. And he's still young, guys. Even though he's been in the league since 2020. What is he, 26? J.K. Dobbins is 26. So he's still young. You could have quite the 1-2 punch for the next 3-4 years. But he's got to just prove that he can stay healthy. If he can stay healthy, trust. It's a matter of course he'll get extended by the Broncos. Mile high till the day I die, checking in again. I have a feeling this win may have just stole the fuel out of New York. I hope they have an emergency landing plane in place. Hashtag no fuel, no fly. I love it, dude. I love it. Friendly Giant, what's going on, buddy? Great to have you. Become a member, my dog. What a win. That wasn't an upset. That was a message. I know it's blasphemy, fellas. Anyone notice our biggest wins are in the whites and blues? I don't consider it blasphemy. Ever since, Zach, they changed things up with the uniform combinations and whatnot last year, it's all now kind of a influx thing. And yeah, I mean, imagine if they would have got that win instead of the block kick. That was also in the white and blues and at Arrowhead, Zach.
There's so much discourse on social media when the Broncos announced their uniforms. People thought they should have went with white socks or pants today. I don't really care if they play in pink tutus as long as they pull upset victories at Philadelphia, man.
Ralph in the hizzy, dear friend, big time supporter. He's a member also on YouTube, saying the key to this win was we did not allow Philly to be in third and short situations, to use the tush push. It was always third and long. Dude, can't wait to kick it with you and the fellas at the meet and greet. That's going to be so fun, bro. And for what it's worth, Philly today, let's see how they did on third down. Wow, Zach, 2 of 11. That's an achievement, Vance Joseph.
It is. The Broncos equally were not as good on third down as well, but I give VJ credit for having a game plan in place to mitigate these stars on that Philly offense.
Here's Cam Cottle answering the bell, becoming a YouTube member, dude. Thank you, pal. And don't worry, guys. Oh, Jim Taylor? No kidding, dude. I remember you. See, the model back when MHH was on Scout. That's where that was the network we were on when I started Mile High Huddle, was Scout Media. And their kind of thing, it was still like the last days of where message boards were a thing. And they really wanted us to sell what they call premium memberships. So it's kind of similar to what YouTube is, where you offer specific content special only to members, but it was just the written stuff and whatnot on. And so Jim Taylor, I definitely remember you, big dog. I remember you, big. And that was a long time ago. That was, let's see, 14, 15, 16. Wait, no. When did we, was that 2018?
Yep.
So yeah, he goes way back. Holy smokes. That's cool, dude. Really cool. Gene, next week is going to be rough for us all. I'm going to get off my night shift and not sleep all day. Broncos wins are worth it. Yeah, dude. If you have if you're working the night shift, that is going to be tough. But yeah, it's an early game next Sunday, Zach.
Yeah, 9:30 Eastern, 7:30 Mountain kickoff from London for the Broncos and Jets. We'll all be a little groggy after that one's over with.
Brian Gutierrez becoming a member, dude. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Bakes Productions 2008 from across the pond. London calling, my bros. What a fourth quarter. Thank you. No, dude. Thank you. Really appreciate the super chat and the check-in. If it's in the cards, my friend, become a member. We need you. We got Steve Scotty in the house with a super saying, our Denver Broncos just beat the undefeated defending Super Bowl champs at home, snapping a 12-game home winning streak. The final series of events were all fruits of the 2-point conversion, forcing Philly to press for the touchdown. Exactly. That 2-point conversion created an avalanche of butterfly effects after the fact, but none of those butterfly effects, Zach, would have been as impactful if the Broncos don't get a field goal on that next possession. That was crucial.
And that's how, you got to take the chances. What did Gretzky say, Chad? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And that's true with Sean Payton. We've chided him for being too conservative in the fourth quarter. And this time he was aggressive. And like Chad nailed it perfectly. I've mentioned it 3 times already. When it works, you're the hero. When it doesn't, you're the bad version of a goat.
By the way, Steve, we need you. Become a member, big dog. And that's a sweet fish. That's a sweet fish, brother. Congrats on that bad boy. Diamond Rattler jumping in again to say we have the most devoted community here. I thank you all. We thank you all. And it's absolutely true. It's a very special thing that we have all cultivated together here at MHH. And we're very blessed to have each and every one of you. So thank you. And Diamond Rattler, legend.
Yeah, Diamond, take the finger and point it back at yourself, man. You should thank you for all that you do and the contributions, each and every one of you. We wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be doing this pod without you guys. So thank you all. Thank you all so much.
No doubt. Okay, hold on real quick before I grab Byron. I'm giving my jersey gift to Sue Gibson. Okay. Thank you. I'm glad you brought it up again, Lady D, because it's so many comments tonight. Everybody's so excited. I've been checking back and I haven't seen anything till just now. So, Sue Gibson, here's what you do. Shoot me an email, milehighhuddle@gmail.com, and just let me know what jersey you want and what color as well, right? So what player, what color, and then what size, and then I'll need your shipping address and we'll get it out to you. So, Lady D, so kind of you. Thank you. Brian Alexander just became a member.
Thank you, Brian.
Welcome, big dog. Thank you. Cullen again. I'm curious what Alvin Kamara's rookie numbers were. Well, we can take a quick look. Stand by. Let's see. So this was back in 2017. He finished with 728 rush yards and 8 touchdowns. And he also caught 81 balls for 826 yards. So 5 touchdowns more. So he had basically almost 1,600 yards from scrimmage and 13 touchdowns. That
in a Sean Payton offense, it's tough for one running back to succeed. And Alvin Kamara is still performing at a high level today. So he's a tremendous player. But you can't take Dobbins off the field right now for RJ Harvey. That's what I advocated for a few weeks ago. But Dobbins is running too well right now. And don't fix what isn't broken in the Broncos rushing attack.
Sue Gibson saying, Deanna, I'm not sure if you saw the message earlier, but I don't know how to thank you. I greatly appreciate your generosity. You are truly. She is truly, right? Like she is truly, no doubt about it. So cool. Cam Cottle, again, brother, we're a leverage call away from 4-1. I still want to see the team put a full game together, but this is a trend in the right direction. So true. I mean, I'm trying to remember the end of game sequence, Zach, against the Chargers, because we could easily be 5-0 right now.
That's what I was
honestly.
Yeah.
But excellent point, Cam.
That's what I was going to say. They can easily be 5-0, 3-2. Seems like they got the short change a little bit, and we can argue that. But we haven't even seen the Broncos' final form. And like you said, when we put it all together, it's going to be very, very beautiful.
Puffy Twerp in the house as a member, along with Anthony Edwards, a longtime superstar. Really cool. Let's check in with William Baker across the pond, saying London calling the Clash. Let's go. On both platforms, honestly, I've been taking stock from my best mate who's a Philly fan Now who's laughing? Tough game, but well deserved. That's really cool. That's really cool, dude. Glad to have you. Puffy Twerp, Top Rope Super Chat. I love my Broncos. So proud. Thank you for that. And thank you for being a member. We love you.
And we are proud of them too, aren't we?
Byron Lewis jumping in once again to say all crickets from Eagles fans. I know. Fly Eagles fly. Where? Let's go Broncos. Yeah, they lost their ability to take flight, Zach.
Yeah, they got their wings clipped. I like that super from earlier. Thank you so much, Byron, for that.
No doubt. No doubt. Okay, where are we at? Let me see. We're almost caught up on supers. Oh, MG. The Duchess jumping in. I'm giving my jersey to Todd Ostendorf. Todd's a dear member who's been with us a long, long time. So both Lady D and Michaela, the Duchess, are giving their jerseys that they received tonight away. Todd, same message to you, brother. Shoot me an email, milehighhuddle@gmail. What jersey, what player, what size, what color, all that stuff, plus your shipping address. We'll get it on the way. And much love and respect, Michaela. Thank you so much for being so awesome. Can't wait to hang out.
Yeah, I can personally attest that Deanna and Michaela are two of the nicest human beings walking the face of the earth, and they're exemplifying that right now. So good on you, Michaela. Thank you so much.
Love you, ladies. Thank you. Colin, again, brother, going off. Definitely a PRS. I mean, it looks like a PRS guitar, but the YouTube little play symbol is blocking out the fretboard, so I can't quite make out if it's got the birds in flight. Really hope the London game isn't like the last Jets game with the rain. Yeah, let's hope. I'm trying to remember where are they playing? What stadium?
Tottenham.
Yeah, that. I don't know if that's a domed sitch or not. Probably not. So let's hope, Colin. Let's hope, buddy. Pure surf clips in the house, surfing on a super chat wave. Thank you for that, big dog. Way to show up in the fourth quarter, Knicks. Huge momentum boost. Okay, let's talk about that real quick. Bo Nix on the day. All right. Remember, I was complaining I think it was at the halftime stream, Zach, that he had like under 100 yards passing. Finished with 242 yards. And by the way, they didn't give him a very good rating, 87.8. 242 yards and a touchdown, Zach. And that touchdown went to Evan Ingram, who officially broke his cherry as a Bronco. And it was not just a easy play either. Hit it over the middle, made some guys move, dive to break the plane. It was nice to see Evan Ingram, Zach, making a play that it's hard to make in the NFL.
It was nice. The Broncos finally getting some ROI on Evan Ingram after giving him a big contract in free agency. He was the joker, but it was a joke to that point. I'm glad they're getting him involved, and we don't have to live with Adam Troutman. I don't know that Bo Nix's numbers look all that good on their face, like you said, Chad, but the throws that he made in the fourth quarter on those final drives, those were big boy throws. Those were franchise quarterback throws. That's what I want to see from Bo.
Sue Gibson, who got the jersey with a super chat from Lady D, saying a big thank you to the generous Lady D. She's one of a kind and very special. Amen to that. Don't forget to shoot me the email. Slap yourself. Man, I just might do it. I'm so high on the Broncos right now. I just might do it. Tell.
Okay, I can take. I've been watching the chat. I know you've been busy trying to monitor everything. So El Pezzi in the chat is not a Riley Moss guy, it looks like, and he thinks Riley Moss should be cut or traded or whatever. You don't have to be a Riley Moss guy, but he is not going to be traded. He is not going to be cut. He is going to be starting for the Broncos as cornerback too. Now, you also push back on what I said about he didn't correct anything. There is still a lot to criticize about Riley. If you watch the halftime stream, I said he got dusted by Devontae because he was pressed when he should have been playing off a little bit. That's on him. He still gets penalized too much, burned too much, but there's a lot to like about him as well. I personally think he's closer to being a good player than he is someone that you should cut or trade. So let him progress. Let him keep developing, and I think you'll see those penalties and mistakes start to calm down. But it's always going to be a test, whether you're Riley Moss or Jahdae Barron playing opposite PS2. Stop trolling the chat now.
Exactly. Couldn't have said it better. Clayton, great things happen when we run the ball, and both second half stats dogfight all the way to the end. But bottom line, we outplayed them, and we outplayed them in the most critical point of the game. So MBLEX test prep jumping in to say off topic, but Seattle and Tampa Bay uniforms look gorgeous today. Yeah, they're going with the creamsicle and the throwback Seattle look. So yeah, vintage. I like the vintage too. Okay, let me catch up here, Zach. I want to grab some members who maybe we haven't seen on Super Chat, like Pro 16. Just block the trolls. They just want you to respond. Well, I don't know that has he qualified, Zach, as for a block. I don't know. Has it been that overt?
If he keeps going, maybe, but not yet.
Yeah. So we get it, buddy. But if in good faith, you've been addressed. So in good faith, pump the brakes. All right. Let me see what else we got. Oh, by the way, Lady D, letting Sue know you're so welcome. So awesome. All right. I'm doing a quick scroll. So Chase is telling him, give it a rest. Moss had a bad game. You don't believe in him, fine. Don't have to obsess over it. And Max Rio saying, watch out, AFC West. We're coming for you. Go Broncos. That was a huge message sent today to the AFC West. Believe in that. Todd says, before the game, the Broncos were 12th in power rankings, I saw. Yeah, so they kind of floated depending on the publication. Like on SI publisher power rankings for week 5, I want to say they were 15. Sports Illustrated 16. Somewhere between like 12 and 16 is where the Broncos were floating around the internet. So that's got to definitely, it's going to be a lot higher, suffice it to say. B-Rad, let me find it, buddy. Let me find it, my bro. We don't want to leave you in the cold, and that's just the hot and fast night. So many of them. I'm going to find it. Hang tight, bud. Hang tight. We don't want to miss B-Rad. Here it is. Let's go. Philly, who? Bad penalties on both sides. Refs were terrible, but we weren't. Not worried about KC this year at all. Hashtag MHH. Hashtag we are legit. We are legit, guys. The Denver Broncos announced to the NFL today, and this is why I'm as excited as I am. It was we are officially a force to be reckoned with. And Sean Payton saying this summer, Zach, that this is a team that has a kind of Super Bowl vibe to it, etc. Now he's starting to not look so kind of up in the night.
Yeah, again, it's a beautiful product when it all comes together, and I think maybe, hopefully, God willing, that fourth quarter will be the impetus they need to keep it consistent going forward into the Jets game and through the rest of the season. But speaking of the power rankings, they have to be top 10 now, Chad. They beat arguably the best team in the NFL on the road. Let's give the Broncos their proper due. Huh, national media? You listening?
No doubt. No doubt. Okay, I'm scrolling back up for a second here to see if there's okay, so here's an actual comment from Pro 16. How many times have penalties gone against Denver? A win is a win. Go Broncos. I love my team. Nothing will bring me down. Don't let it, dude. Do not let it, because how many times have the Broncos been on the wrong end of such things, right? Where we're complaining, like, come on now. And the Broncos made the right plays, dude, when it mattered most. Again, we think about that clutch decision to not only go for the 2-point, but to execute. Credit to the whole offense, but especially Bo and Franklin for executing the 2-point. Then you get the Eagles off the field. If it wasn't I think it was a 3-and-out, Zach. If not, it was like a very short possession. Bo Nix drives the team down. Had some clutch running from J.K. Dobbins. They get that additional field goal. Force the Eagles to use all their timeouts. Is just one hand in glove situation feeding the next that competent juggernaut type teams take care of. And guys, it's been a while. We got to remember, it's not only that the Broncos beat the Eagles and whatnot, but like in the close 1-score games at the end, the Sean Payton, Bo Nix era Broncos have not proven to always, in fact, or often be equal to the challenge. And today they were. And that leads to more scenarios down the road where they believe they can get it done and they come out on top. I mean, that's why I said at the top of the show, Zach, you don't know the limits of the impact emotionally in between the years that a game like this can have on a young team like the Broncos.
Yeah, really well said there. I'm not big on moral victories or propping up a loss. And I said before this game, I'd be happy if the Broncos just kept it competitive. If they just hung with Philadelphia, and even if they lost with dignity and class and respect. They didn't just hang with Philly. They ended up making Philly crap their you-know-what because of what Chad just laid out, the sequence of events, the butterfly effect. That's what good, maybe even championship caliber teams do. So a lot to like about the Broncos' performance today.
Ryan Carter, unfortunately, it's 10-0. It's currently 10-7 Bolts. They just got the ball back, so the margin has narrowed. Flying Anger Pig, what are the details for the meet and greet? So I'll probably get a flyer made up this week to start spamming and posting around MHH socials, but it's really simple. So October 19th, week 7, we're going to be out there as soon as the tailgate opens. So the tailgate opens at 10, takes about 45 minutes to get set up. So we expect to start seeing you guys around 11, but feel free to come. Like if you see us there setting up and we're not set up yet, but come hang out. But 10 a.m. is when the tailgate opens. We'll be out there. And then from basically 11 till kick, we're going to be hanging out. We're going to be having fun. There's going to be some food there. There's going to be some drinks there, stuff like that. And then it's in Lot D. So you'll know you're in the right place. First of all, Lot D, but it looks over the little knoll, little grassy hill thing that separates the sections of the tailgate parking lot. And you look down on where the players walk into the stadium. So literally the front of the stadium, you're looking down on that from the south, looking north to where they enter. So Lot D, but we'll have we'll have a flyer out here soon, but trust me, it'll be easy to find us. Shiloh, a couple more guys, then we got to go because we got to go get some articles up on what just went down. Shiloh says, good to see Evan Ingram getting involved today. Yes, and you could see, Zach, the effort to get him involved. So I loved seeing that. It was a little bit overdue.
Very much overdue. Yeah, I want to see more of that going forward.
Pure Surf Clips again, brother, saying, woke up this morning thinking this might be a loss at the Eagles. Loved the no give up attitude and the huge dub. Let's go Washington. I know that's what we need right now. We need the Chargers to lose. Thank you for the multiple supers today, big dog. Thank you. Ronk, great show today. Chad and Zach on the MHH podcast. Go Bo Broncos.
Thank you, Ronk.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. And reminder to Sue Gibson, reminder to Todd Ostendorf, shoot me the email. Let me know what jerseys you want. And don't go anywhere. We got a few messages. We'll take one last look at the chat.
Another tremendous, even more so tremendous episode of the Gut Reaction, the Mile High Huddle podcast. If you haven't done so yet, please follow us on X at the MHH Pod. You can follow the main account on X at Mile High Huddle, Chad at Chad and Jensen, myself at Kelberman NFL. Don't forget about Scott, our producer, at Scout Kennedy. If you guys haven't done so yet, please drop us a like at facebook.com/Mile High Huddle Pod. You can find us on Instagram at mile_high_huddle. If you haven't done so yet, you want some merch like we're rocking each and every single podcast, check out mhhmerch.com and get you some. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, make sure you're leaving your football priest a 5-star review for a chance to win some merch each and every single month. But if anything, y'all, please, very important as always that you subscribe, you like, you share this video and every video you see on the MHH channel. It really helps us grow and reach more Broncos fans just like you.
All right, guys. I ended up muting the El Pezzi guy, and we're about done with the show, but if he comes back, I've never seen him.
Like Levi Wallace's burner or something, right?
Mike could be, as my friend BA used to say. Byron Lewis, we beat a team. Commenters and news analysts said we shouldn't beat. It doesn't matter. We won and bust down those Eagles. No doubt about it. And again, I'll say it, I'll speak for myself. Never been happier to be wrong, if you guys can't tell.
I will co-sign that, my partner. I've never been happier to be wrong about the Broncos.
All right, guys, listen up. One last reminder is smash the link in our description that says to sign up for the free Denver Broncos newsletter. We need you guys on that. We're going to be doing some giveaways here leading up to the meet and greet for people who have signed up on that since September 21st. It's free. It's easy. The hardest part about it is you got to hit the confirmation afterwards. You'll sign up, put in your email in the little sign-up box, and then you'll get a confirmation email from us saying, hey, are you sure this is a real account and you do want to sign up? And you'll click that. Boom, you're in. And then you'll get the news and analysis delivered to your inbox daily, so you don't have to go searching every single day. And it's free. Much love and respect. Love you, Michaela. See you later. Let me do my shout-outs. It's going to be a long one, so I might even repeat myself. So starting from the top and just mowing through to give everybody a mile-high salute and a special shout-out like Jordan, the Duchess, and BLEX, who said, I'm only staying a couple blocks away, so I'll probably be there early for the meet and greet. Dude, come on in. We'll be there as soon as the tailgate opens. So Ted, Wonderlick, Taylor Christensen, Riptide, William Shaw, Chris Hernandez, my brother, Sentinel Supreme, multiples from Mile High Till the Day I Die, Red 99, BLD, Alex Salazar, Mailman, Orange Crush, 87, that is, Eric Holt, Fox Family Breaks, Lady D, Top Rope across the board, Carter, Chris Bell, Cullen with multiples, Ted also with multiples, Jude, Cody Dubb, David Yunkin, Doc JC, Diamond Rattler multiples, Tucson Phil, and Facebook guys. If we neglected you tonight, it's not because we meant to. It's so hard to keep up with everything on days like this, especially when we don't have the extra set of eyes. So we'll make it up to you tomorrow. Facebook, trust. Pearl, Isaiah, Tyrone, Naj, the legend, Zebo becoming a member. Let's see, Cam Cottle, the OG, Jess, Joe Anthony, Donovan Rios, Shiloh, Nutjob, D-Dub from the Tippity Top, Alfonso, Mist for J, Gene William, the Brace Girdle Boys, B-Rad, Omar, the Ronk. Let's see. I said Zebo. I said what? Flat Earth Trini, Ryan Carter becoming a member. The Morgan Boys becoming members. Let's see. George Fox, Boot Boy, Proud Zenial, Ian, that is, Chris Parr, Tyler Brooks, Luke Ellis, David Kilgore, Friendly Giant, Brian Gutierrez becoming a member. Mike Reno. Best part about this game is they turned it on at the end rather than giving it up at the end. Well said, buddy. Gene William, Bakes Productions 2008. Let's see. Steve Scotty, Byron Lewis multiples. Brian Alexander becoming a member. Let's see. Puffy Twerk becoming a member and multiple super chats. Anthony becoming a member. Ralph, love you, buddy. Let's see. Let's see. Pure Surf Clips, multiple supers. Sue Gibson, Slap Yourself. Let me see. I said Shiloh. I said MBLEX. Let me see. I think. Oh, Nate Dizzle, 11th hour. Here we go. Thanks for all you guys. All you do, guys. What a win. Such a good feeling when we clutch up at the end, offense and defense. Team win. Hashtag gotta let it breathe. Amen to that, dude. Thank you, Nate. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being with us. The Broncos are 3-2. They're going to face the Jets next week. They're going straight from Philly across the pond right now. And Zach and I still have a lot of work to do today. So enjoy this one, guys. Yep. Soak it in. And we'll see you tomorrow night for the aftermath where we will do the actual jersey giveaway with the raffle and the top 10 or 12 guys.
Have an especially good end to your Sunday tonight. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow night. And as always, go Broncos.